We see Starbucks everywhere now. So wouldn't this be your ultimate competition?
It's quite the contrary. I believe Starbucks is our biggest ally. Starbucks really made it socially acceptable for people to go out and spend $3, $4, sometimes even $5 for one cup of coffee. You know, never before was that the case. But right after Starbucks, you saw other companies start to get involved, and the gourmet coffee industry now is accepted at a price point that's far greater than what we even sell our coffee. And so I'm grateful for Starbucks and all of the other coffee retailers out there who've actually grown a big business, and I wish them even more success.
That's interesting. How big do you think this market can get?
Well, coffee is a global market. There's not one country that doesn't have coffee consumers. And so the world is our marketplace. When you look at the coffee industry today, it's the second largest traded commodity on Wall Street besides oil. And so I believe coffee really is limitless. And so I wouldn't put a cap on it whatsoever. But our goal is just to capture 1% of that coffee industry. And so that's really what we're looking forward to.
It's not only Starbucks, right? I mean, we see coffee everywhere, McDonald's and Subway.
You know, Starbucks, I believe, initiated what's happening right now. And then you had companies like McDonald's who actually took McCafe and revolutionized their entire business model with that particular brand. Most recently, Burger King got involved in the coffee industry right behind McDonald's and created the Iced Mocha. And then they just recently acquired, along with Warren Buffett, for $11.4 billion, a company called Tim Hortons Coffee. That's huge, one of the biggest acquisitions that I'm familiar with in the coffee industry. Companies like Dunkin' Donuts that had a logo of a donut before, but if you look at their logo now, it's a cup of coffee because they understand the profitability that's in one cup of coffee as opposed to just donuts alone. You know, companies out there like Subway who now open up early in the morning. It's not because people want a foot-long sandwich at 7 a.m. It's they want coffee. And Subway now sells coffee early in the morning. And so coffee is absolutely everywhere, so it's a limitless opportunity.
Now, is this traditional brewed coffee like I would buy at the store?
You know, traditional brewed coffee, it has its place. It's not one of the fastest growing arenas in the coffee industry today. What OrganoGold has done is we've tapped into an arena of where it's moving towards. The area that we've tapped into is growing by 20% per year. It's the single serve market. Do we have brewed coffee? Of course we do. We have what we call our brew cups, which is endorsed by Greg Norman. But we also have our single serve sachets, which is our leading method of actually serving our coffee. What you're enjoying right now is a latte. It's all in one package. The cream, the sugar, the coffee is all in one pack.
Coffee, cream, and sugar all in one?
All in our latte. You add 8 ounces of water or 10 ounces based on how strong you like it, stir and enjoy. And so coffee today is transportable. It's more personalized today, and OrganoGold is leading the charge in this method of delivering great tasting coffee.
How do you differentiate OrganoGold's coffee from other coffee products that you see on the market? I mean, what makes this coffee different than the McDonald's and the Dunkin' Donuts, et cetera?
Well, there's several things that differentiate our coffee from a Dunkin' Donuts or a McDonald's or a Starbucks. Well, first of all, our coffee is personalized. Typically when a person consumes our coffee, it's come from a friend, someone that they know who's introduced this to them. And what I found is that people are more likely to consume a product that comes from someone that they know, like, and trust than just buying it off of the regular shelf. The second part that makes our coffee different is an ingredient called Ganoderma. It's the reishi mushroom that's grown over in China. It has over 4,000 years of history. If you ever research it and take a look at Ganoderma, it's got some amazing properties. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so I couldn't give you any clinical studies or give you any guarantees of what a product like that would do for you. But what I have found is that Ganoderma allows the body to perform the way that it was designed to perform. My energy levels are much better. Now my sleep is absolutely incredible that I've been consuming Ganoderma in our products. And so what we've been able to do is infuse this particular herb into gourmet coffee without being able to see it, without being able to taste it, without being able to smell it. And so when people drink our coffee, all they're drinking is a gourmet taste of coffee, but the health, we hid it inside of the habit.
Interesting. You mentioned ingredients. Talking and speaking of ingredients, we all know that quality ingredients are essential for consumers. So how does your company ensure that quality is maintained now and in the future?
Well, that's one of the most important things about a consumable such as coffee and our Ganoderma. What OrganoGold has done is we have partnered with the leading Ganoderma expert in all of China. And the standards that they have actually set are the standards by which any Ganoderma company must abide by when they're producing Ganoderma products.
Is coffee the only product that OrganoGold sells?
No, what we've actually done in OrganoGold is we've been able to produce and manufacture products that are highly consumable products, and we infuse the Ganoderma in all of those products. Coffee is what we started with. We started with our black coffee, and then we introduced our gourmet latte, which both you and I are drinking right now. We introduced the mocha, and then we went into hot chocolate, which is just like drinking a liquid dessert when you taste it. Our green tea that we have, even our red tea that we have, we've recently introduced what's called a black tea, and it's an ice cold tea that you can drink as well. We've got things such as toothpaste, our soap that we have that is a big home run. And so many products that we have in OrganoGold are major hits, and we will be actually developing and manufacturing more products to come as well.
Well, let's take a break, maybe finish our coffee.
Absolutely.
And when we come back, we'll learn a little bit about the leadership, the management team, and what the future holds for OrganoGold.
I'm an absolute coffee connoisseur. I love good, high-quality coffee, and my favorite combination that we have is the Royal Brew Brew Cup, and I like to add the Cafe Supreme in it for some additional flavor. It's absolutely a home run cup of coffee.
I love the mocha. You know that the mocha to me is the best. The flavor is amazing.
I call it a Snickers in a cup.
I love it.
So now my favorite is the King of Coffee, and I add a little butter pecan creamer to it.
There is no learning curve with coffee. They just seem to get it.
Even the word itself, when you go to a restaurant and you say, hey, can I order coffee, and you don't speak the language, everyone knows what that is.
And I love the fact that it's a consumable product that people use every day, and I haven't had to train not one single person how to drink it.
When your residual income is tied to reordering coffee, no brainer.